Hello and welcome to the tutorial. Today we're going to talk about search and retrieval and filtering on the SuperStock media licensing platform. We offer three primary methods for locating content. The first is your metadata or keyword search. You're probably familiar with that. The second is image search, where we use AI and you can upload an image and it will search the library to find other content that's aesthetically similar to the image that you've uploaded. And third, of course, is free research. We're happy to do this work for you. Just reach out at info@superstock.com or fill out the free research form. And one of our researchers will jump on the request and send you back a board with images or footage or vectors, whatever you're looking for that may match your requirements. Let's jump right in and talk about image search. From the main page, if you click on the image search button, it'll request you to upload a file of an image that you're looking for something similar to. In this case, we'll take a picture I have on my desktop of, it looks like a group of folks looking at what I assume is Queen Elizabeth's coronation, perhaps. And let's say you found this online. You just copied, put an image on your desktop, and you're not sure where to find the image to license it, or you want something similar to it. It just has the kind of feel that you're looking for. Well, that's great. Let's go ahead and drag that and drop it into the search box. It will then put the image up into the search query area up here. And as you can see, it's identified that it's a TV from the 50s. People are watching it. It's largely is determined correctly that it's black and white. But even in this case, this has found a clip here, and it's just using the poster frame to identify the clip's aesthetic content. And so we've got families and we've got all kinds of stuff going on here. But we're getting close. At least aesthetically, we're headed the right direction. But we're really looking for the Queen's coronation. So you can add search terms at the top next to the image that you've uploaded to get closer to what you're looking for. So in this case, we're looking for, I think, a picture of the Queen on the television. And there we go. So by using AI in combination with keyword data or metadata, we've identified the image we're looking for. And if you want to use it for your website, for example, just click here, add it to your cart, and away you go. While AI tools are improving every day, and at some point, I believe most of our searching will be done not by using metadata or data about data that represents the image itself that we put into very large tables. We have, I think, literally billions of items in our image data tables to describe every image in our collection and footage. At this point, we still rely on attaching words to pictures. So we need to know how to use words in a way that will get us close to the image that we're looking for. The best way to go about using metadata to find or locate an image or clip or vector, whatever kind of media you're searching for, is to start wide and then filter down. So let's say we're looking for, I don't know, we're doing a brochure about getting in shape. So we start with the keyword running. Okay, so we've got a set of results here, and they look, pretty good. But the word running doesn't just represent people running. It can represent animals running. It can represent water running. It can represent a number of different types of content that may or may not be what you're looking for. So we need to modify this to get closer to what we're looking for our healthcare brochure, for example. One note right off the bat is the tooltip area over here will cover all of this in case you ever get stuck while you're trying to locate your media. And of course, you can always reach out to us directly, and happy to work with you to try to locate the image or clip that you need. So let's talk about some syntax here that we can add to this. Let's say running is good, but we also want to look for maybe the word jogging. So the pipe character here, that's what that little thing is called, is an or symbol. So we're saying running or jogging. Let's put that in and see if we get a different set. We do. We get a little bit of a different set here. And right now, the looks like we found 233,000 assets, which is a lot. You're probably not going to go through all of these pages, but if you wanted to start scrolling through pages, you can use our left and right buttons on your keyboard, and you can start moving through the search results. And you can use the down button to scroll down. And you can start kind of just going through these and adding images to a lightbox that you think may be contenders. But I think we can probably do even better here. Let's say, all right, these look very, these guys are jogging in the Dolomites or something here in Europe. And that's great. We have contributors from all over the world, and we represent a really wide variety of collections. But we're not looking for trail running. I don't know. So let's just do minus trail. Okay. So using the minus symbol is taking away from our search query. So we're saying we definitely want running and jogging, but we don't want trail jogging. We don't want, for example, water running. So let's get rid of any water that we see. And we also, in this case, want to use this image commercially. So to use an image commercially, as you're probably familiar, you're going to want to make sure it's model released. So in this case, we're not looking for illustration. We've got some vectors coming in here. And we're not looking for editorial content. Looks like this is a Pride run of some sort. Some great shots here. If somebody's looking for this particular event, they're not going to be looking for imagery that is model released. These are editorial images. So you can use the filter button to start to add even more modifications. For example, anything that's royalty free is going to be model released. That's a good place to start. But if you're looking for rights managed, you're going to want to specify you want the person and the shot to be released so that you can use it for an ad, for example. So by coming down to release status, you can say, I need my content to be model released. Okay. So now we know that we've got images that are all model released and are all running or jogging, and we don't have any water pictures and maybe no animals. Those might come up later. And now we're certainly getting closer to what we're looking for. Talk briefly about the modifiers just above the image set here. We have two primary collections at SuperStock. A subscription collection where all the images are available through a subscription where you get a certain number of downloads a month. Or the premium collection, which is going to be our editorial, our rights managed content from commercial producers who don't participate in the subscription pricing model. And so you've got two primary collections you can choose from. For example, I click on subscription. I start to get content that's available in a subscription package, which is a more economical way of licensing content. You get a fixed number of downloads a month for a single price. You're probably familiar with that. Or we can go to premium, and these are going to be royalty-free and rights-managed images that are available for a single download at a single price. For example, here I think we've got this is a rights-managed image for website use that starts at $99. And all of our pricing, you should know, can be reduced if you're buying, for example, packs of images, which we often offer on some assets, where you can get 3 downloads instead of just 1. And if you're working on a campaign, certainly reach out to our sales team. We'll put together a pricing package that's individual for you or your company. But prices are reasonable for single image downloads. And if you go into subscription and you find an image or a clip that you like, got this one here, they're priced at just $40 for a single image download. Or you can buy subscription, of course. by clicking Get with Subscription and choosing your package. Okay, let's go back to our running output again. And so if you choose all, you're going to see everything. You're going to see your premium collection, subscription collection, different price points. You can change your page size if you want to have more images come up at once. And as I mentioned before, using your left and right click buttons on your keyboard will move you through the content. Now, in this case, we've got 221,000. You're probably not going through all of that. So you might want to add more modifiers here or continue to use the filtering to get closer to what you're looking for. You've got two options for sort. You can sort by relevance, which is a mathematical operation where we're looking at the way the keywords and captions and all the metadata relate back to the image, and using a sophisticated piece of software called Elasticsearch, it's going to make some assumptions about which images are the most relevant to this particular search. But you might want to just see what's new. What do we have that's new? What's come in recently? All right, so by newest first, these are images that were recently loaded, and I see some horses and some animals, and we want to take those out. You can also go to date added and start to move the date added slider to just find images that were added in a certain time frame. You can also look at the view in two different ways, the dynamic view or the classic view. Classic view will give you a little bit more information on each image. I know researchers really like using this. You get more images per page. It's perhaps less elegant in terms of the look and feel, the aesthetics of it. But you get more images per page, and it's easier to move through very quickly. And again, in this toolbar up here, we've got the tooltip for all this information. Now, if you have an account set up with SuperStock and you sign in your user portal, you can set all of these preferences, and every time you come back, they'll be saved. Like, I don't like using, I only want dynamic view, and I want to make sure it's always set to 100 images, and I always want to see relevance, not new list. So you can set all of that, and every time you come back, you're ready to go. Another way to locate content is by selecting a specialty collection from the home page. For example, we have a very extensive fine art collection. So if you're looking for works from a particular artist or a particular time period or type of art, you can start by searching from the fine art landing page. So, for example, you're looking for images by Degas, for example. Here's a beautiful image from, 1872. So it's a good place to start if you're looking for just fine art imagery. Our vintage collection is really the best in the world. We've acquired a number of collections from commercial photographers from the 50s, for example, the Devaney collection. And we are constantly scanning new images that we've acquired in our facility in Dallas, where we have a very high-tech image capture system. And we're bringing these images back to life from glass plates and from paper negatives and prints. And so let's say we just do a search here in vintage. You're going to get a really wonderful collection of historical and vintage images. Our pictures from the 50s, for example, in the Devaney collection are just really, really fun and can add a lot of character to your projects. If you're looking for clips, we have an extensive footage collection. And let's do a quick search here. And you're going to have some different filters for the different collection types. In this case, let's say we're looking for just royalty-free clips, and we want them to be of a certain duration. We can change that. If the clip happens to be a subscription clip, as it is here, it'll be a single price for a download, and you'll get the maximum resolution that's available. If you're looking for premium content, or content that's not available in subscription. In these cases, we'll have sometimes up to 4K or 8K clips that you can select and download from here. Let's talk about subscription for a moment. Within the subscription collection, we also have vector images, which can be really useful for creating brochures or any type of project where you need an image that can scale indefinitely because it's not using pixels. It's just math, basically. And if you go to subscription media and you search for, I don't know, Christmas, we want subscription, and we want images for subscription. So all these images are available in a subscription package. So if you've got a whole bunch of stuff you need to do around Christmas coming up later this year, recording this now in March, but whatever you're looking for a holiday, or you're working on a brochure, you can, within this section, select, for example, vector. Now these are just really great illustrations, again, that will size indefinitely if you're working on a project. Single image download, $40, but again, with a subscription, they can be as low as a few dollars per download. If you go to our pricing page, you can actually see our subscription pricing, and at the bottom, a general guide for our premium collection pricing. Images start as low as, for personal use, $25. You can also buy packs where you can get a few images at a discount. And of course, with subscriptions, you can get a monthly or annual subscription. And in this case, if you've got a mini subscription, your downloads would be $4.90 each for 10 files once a month. Another note on pricing. SuperStock has been around for 50 years. The current iteration of SuperStock is relatively new, and my partner and I have been working on this for a few years. And we really pride ourselves on working with customers to find exactly what they are looking for, and also within a budget and within a project to try to match the content and the type of media that they need to license with the right price and right content. So if you're working on a project and let's say we have customers we worked with for 20 years, and every year they need 1,000 images, or they need 50 images for a project, or it's a new customer that hasn't worked with us before, and they really have a particular need. They want a lot of vintage images for a greeting card line or for a website. Simply reach out to us, let us know about your project, what you're trying to accomplish, and we'll put together a pricing package specifically for your needs. We're very flexible, and our goal is, as creatives, both my partner and I are creatives. I've been a photographer my entire life, and he's a working commercial photographer, and we're really dedicated to trying to help you get your project off the ground and get it in under budget. So please do reach out. So this has been an overview of our search and retrieval. But again, don't forget about good old free research, and please don't hesitate ever to just reach out to us directly and let us know the kind of imagery or footage or vectors or whatever it is that you need, and we'll be very eager to help you get your project going, and look forward to helping you.